Alyse Parker was one of the members of the very much vegan online community, promoting veganism to her followers and all that kind of stuff. Since then, for several years, she was following a vegan diet, plant-based diet. But since then, she fell off the bandwagon. She talked about how she might have had some like brain fog issues and other things, and she fell off the vegan wagon, plant-based wagon, I should say, and went back to eating animal products, and then has gone full carnivore. So she did a video recently. I tried the carnivore diet for 30 days. Now, Alyse hasn't been a person that's really ever shown herself to have a well-balanced diet at any point. So does seem like her flip-flopping from diet to diet is some sign of a eating disorder, or at least disordered thinking around food. She was like raw vegan for a while. She was juicing only. She was fasting, like extended fasted, and then now she's gone from that to pure carnivore, which is the extreme other end of the diet. And not just carnivore, but like bacon as well. Look at the amount of fat in that. But again, she'll be promoting that animal fat's good for you now, even though in the past she was very much under the advice that animal fat wasn't necessarily the best for our cardiovascular system. But what I would say is that her video, she's done a good video. She like her intro, her timing to her music, her editing, her color balance, great. The other thing that I was very impressed with this was her audio quality throughout the video. Yeah, I like her transitions there, flipping the camera around. Maybe it might not be the camera, might have been in post that she edited that in. And finger tattoos. Didn't know she had those. That's interesting, Luke. But yeah, great audio, great background music, great B-roll footage as well. So I think she's put a very good effort into the quality of her content that she's putting out. She's even getting clips from TV shows there. I think she's going to show some statistics here. Let's see, it comes up here. She says some statistics here. But yeah, she presents herself very well to the camera there. There's some fish, there's some more barbecue, lots of barbecue. Effect in reducing dietary fiber, constipation. Okay, so that if you're suffering from constipation, reduced fiber diet, baseline diet, interesting stat to put up there. Yeah, hate to have constipation. Don't know how that works when you're having a high fiber diet. How you have more constipation. Don't know. And then cool graphics. I wonder where she got those off. Wonder if she definitely got permission from all the agencies to do this, or does it fall under fair use? Possibly does. So other than that, other than the good things, there's something I find very, very odd. So like before she was like juicing, and she's now gone full carnivore, and promoting it to her fan club has not gone down too well. We've got 11,000 dislikes, 9,000 uplikes. So her audience were primarily from the vegan community, or they became vegan through some of her videos somehow. Somehow she's got 700,000 subscribers, which is odd because I find I tried to look through some of her stuff, and it's just really dull stuff. Like, there seems to be nothing happening in her life at all. There seems to be no kind of progression, nothing. It's like, why I don't wear a bra. It's like, ooh, what's this one? I moved house again. Ooh, bit of what's that, gloating going on there. My morning routine, I bet that's, I wake up and have lemon juice. Something, so it's a lot of clickbait. She's a bit of a vibration person. Talks about taking drugs. Again, there just seems to be no kind of purpose. I suppose a lot of content makers don't really necessarily have a purpose, but I find hers particularly vapid is the only word of what does vapid mean? Vapid is of having little substance, little meaning, little importance. She doesn't seem to be going anywhere. She seems kind of lonely as well. Like all her videos, just kind of her on her own in an empty apartment, trying to live the YouTube life. Oh, she's doing the red light therapy. Brilliant. Love that one. A day in my life is like a lot of like a day in my life, day in my life. I go to the gym and I bring my shake and I do some exercise. You're like, okay, but are you actually doing anything? Are you progressing yourself in any way whatsoever? It just seems a bit weird. So when she goes, oh, I moved again. Oh, back to Hawaii. I move again, move again. And so she's come up with some like nonsense claims of like, oh yeah, I needed to get a low mold diet because I was having brain fogs and all that stuff. She's very much fallen for a lot of woo-woo, a lot of conspiracy kind of nonsense. She seems to be somebody that is very easily led. I think she is somebody which is easily manipulated, easily led, but she's presenting it very well to an audience that like this kind of stuff. And I think the audience that like this kind of stuff are also very easily manipulated, very easily led, possibly very young, very inexperienced in terms of real life situations. So when I see somebody going from promoting a vegan diet, I kind of get the idea of like, cool, you may be doing nothing in your life, but at least you're promoting something which is beneficial for animals. You know, you're like, hey, be vegan. I have my fruit smoothie every day because I don't want to hurt animals. You're promoting a positive message. When you flip that upside down and your audience have been somebody that have been following you from veganism, to then be promoting not just a balanced, not just an omnivorous diet, but a carnivore diet, there's something odd. It's not worrying. Is it worrying? I'm not quite sure what the word is. Worrying that you are potentially influencing so many people with false information or information you may think is true, but you are promoting something which is potentially harmful to animals, potentially harmful to the land, the environment, and all that kind of stuff. And you're saying, oh, I'm going for, I think in her video she was like, I'm going for fully grass-fed, organic, no hormones, blah, blah, blah. So in other words, the most expensive meat you could buy. So you're promoting a diet which is one of the most expensive, possibly also the least, like intensive farming is the most efficient farming. Grass-fed and organic and no hormones and all that kind of stuff is possibly the least efficient form of farming, and that's why it's one of the most expensive forms of farming as well. So it's the least expandable diets out there. If you're kind of like, a lot of people say, oh, I hunt my animals. Is that great? There's 7 billion people on the planet. If we're all expected to go hunt our animals, we're going to end up shooting each other in the forests. But also that's why we've invented industrial intensive farming, because that's the most efficient, cost effective, and we can get more meat to poorer people. Not necessarily poorer people, but at a cheaper price point. So again, she's promoting something which is, you could say aspirational. But at the end, it's very odd for somebody who's been vegan, promoted veganism, not just a plant-based diet, but promoted veganism, which is all about animals, ethics, morals, to then go and, even when there's medical literature which you've followed in the past from doctors out there talking about how bad meat is for the human body, to then go and do carnivore only diet for a month and promote it as a good thing, all because you're getting a big sponsorship from, I think it was like a company called Butcher Box. It's like as a pro-vegan there. Just even the name Butcher Box doesn't it's not like box of bunnies. It doesn't sound cute. It's like, here's a box of death. Butcher Box. It doesn't sound all that great. So yeah, I don't know if it's sad. It's worrying, maybe. She's got a a vapid existence, but at least in the past, her somehow attraction to followers, at least she was being vapid and having a purpose. Now she's all about the money. Now she's all about the sponsorships. Now she's all about screw the animals, screw the environment, screw my health, short term or long term potentially. Screw other people's money. Oh, what? Well, if because it will be a case of somebody saying, I tried the carnivore diet as well, but now I feel really ill. It's like, well, did you have grass-fed, hormone-free, organic, free-range food? You're like, no, because that was 100 times more expensive than a box of mints that I got from the local shops down the road. So you can see this being an issue in the future. People saying, I tried the carnivore diet, it was terrible, and then people attacking them just saying, well, it's because you didn't do it the right way, aka the most expensive and the least efficient way. So yeah, worrying, saddening, and disconcerting. Hold on, you should just go, well, disconcerted. Disturbed. Yeah, it's a bit disturbing. Yeah, it's disturbing. I think disconcerted, probably the best word I could think of here to describe disturbed, as in one's composure or self-possession. Disconcerted. I'm bewildered. I'm confused by something unexpected. Yeah, for somebody to go from vegan to carnivore is very disconcerting and a bit worrying.